Atalanta, I think he could have pitched out of some of those jams if we'd have just played better. I certainly don't want to put it all on Louis. It was collectively a bad night. We had a terrible ball game, and Louis didn't have a good night, that's for sure. But it's hard to tell how good he might have been if we would have played a little more solid.
Just one of those games you just chalk up to.
I don't know. I can't let it go quite that easy. It's we just played terrible baseball. No excuses. I appreciate the effort we got. We didn't stop playing. We played hard, but we didn't play smart. And that's little details of the game that we like to take care of. We just didn't take care of tonight, and showed up, in the form of 10 runs.
There's something too, like the base running mistake that Pudge made. Is that going to sting for you?
Not any one thing more than the other. I certainly wouldn't. Any mistake that was made going in the forward direction. It just, was nothing except collectively. I don't know if any of us could say we had a good ball game. I think collectively, each of us, myself, coaches, everybody had to say, man, I missed something today. I didn't do something right because I could have done more to help us play a better ball game. I don't think anybody go home feel too good about that game.
Jim, did you say some variation of that to the team afterwards?
I would say a variation, yeah.
A more colorful variation?
I'll let you run with your imagination on that.
Do you look for sort of, or do you try to find an explanation why?
No, because an explanation is an excuse. We just played bad, and I feel bad that the fans who came out here saw us play bad, because the fans have been great, and we've been playing pretty good baseball. It's not always, I say that when we lose ball games. We've played good, hard baseball, and tonight we played hard baseball. We just didn't play good baseball, and we had a nice crowd out there. I wish they'd have seen us play good baseball.
Is Luis trying to nibble the plate a little bit too much, do you think?
I don't know. I don't pretend to say what our pitchers or hitters, if they have some struggles. We have our hitting coach and pitching coach take care of those things real well, and that's something that if that happened, then Steve McCaddy will identify that and talk to Louis about it. But I think they had some good at bats against him, and again we didn't really help him too much out there tonight.
This is the first time he faced a team twice. Long term, is that going to be something important for him to be able to show?
Well, yeah, it's always the more you see them. That's why I always say I have unbelievable respect for those people who pitched a long time and against those same great teams, and they had to keep getting them out. And your repertoire of pitches is what it is. Every now and then you might add something, but you got to take that same stuff out there and try to get the great players in the game out over and over. And when you play in your division as much as we do, that's going to be very commonplace. Well, he did a good job. That's great effort on his part. He came out. He's a long man in their bullpen, and he did what he's asked to do there. He really probably went over and above. When your starter goes out like that in the first, somebody's got to pick that up, and that's Miguel Batista's done that for us a few times. It's greatly appreciated, and I know they must appreciate it, because he held us down good.
As poorly as you played, you had the tying run there.
Yeah, I know it, and the same issues have to be addressed, though. Whether if you tie that game up there with Adam and maybe you win it later, it's still stuff that has to be addressed, and we address it. This ball club, I love this ball club. They play hard, but when we don't play smart, that's got to be addressed.
Jim, for as much as Desmond has given you
you, some of the errors, are they just because of inexperience, or would you like to see him do something different in those situations?
No, Desi, when we made the decision that he's going to play shortstop majority of ball games, we kind of put a number there, and we say, you know what, any new shortstop in the league, whether you're 22, 23 years old, whatever, 24 years old, if you're pretty much getting your first year in there at shortstop, there's just going to be errors happen. I don't know that anybody's ever gone out there as athletic as Desi is and come away at the end of the year and you've got 12 errors. It just doesn't happen. They're going to make errors, but if he ends up with X amount of errors, I guarantee you the next year there'll be less, and the next year will be half of what the first year was, and it'll keep going down. It's just these great shortstops like Desi's going to be, it just always works that way. And so we don't have anything to change there. Desi will learn from his mistakes.